Fun fact number 107. I'm going to try to make it short because I'm intending to be very calm and in the moment and talk on and on and on and digress. So let's see if I can keep it on topic and keep it short. Maybe, maybe not. We know me. Fun fact number 107 is words. So this might be hard to keep short. So I think I've talked about side projects a lot. And one of them I'm working on is the third eight stories book. I'm hoping that I can get it out before the end of August. Um, but yeah, I'm getting there, aren't I? So it's the beginning of August. So this could be tight. Plus, I'm working on a side project for my friend who wants me to help her. She's written poetry and done some artwork and taken some art photography, and she wants me to put it all together and help her self-publish. So I got to work on that too. But right now, this is 107 words. I had somebody help me with editing eight stories, and I'm really realizing there's some overlap and themes. There's some overlap in genre type of specific things that the stories they are kind of interwoven, but they're separate. So I need to kind of distinguish them a little bit more. And then I didn't give some of the characters names. And they're like, is this she or is this she? And so coming up with the names, and I was looking for a name for song, sing, music, harmony, something like that for a girl, and found all these names. So words are really important. And I've talked about words before about how they're basically boxes that we have created to try to communicate and describe our world. Um, I think words are limiting, even though I write. I think words are very limiting. Um, I think people who can paint and evoke a story and emotions, or dance and or create music and evoke a story and emotion, I think that's a higher level of communication. So, but I think I put down words because I was going to read something, and I think I've changed my mind. But I did have a new story idea that I'm thinking about writing a short on. I had a bunch of my little book that I had out last time, that I forgot were in there that were story ideas. And so I think I talked about one of them, which was The Life of a Beach Ball, and I think I wrote a poem on it. But I don't know what I did with it. I'm always writing or always coming up with ideas for stories. And so some of them get lost for a while, then come back to me 20 years later, whatever. Um, I said something. Sometimes I just say a phrase to somebody, or I overhear a phrase, and I do my fun fact with overheard, obscure, or strange phrases, like words you wouldn't think would be put together in a phrase, or it's not a sentence you were expecting as the words are put together. But I had an idea for a story, and I might have to start writing it. Plus, I'm supposed to go to Chico to get information for a novel and side projects. And I need to get a stable, permanent job to pay bills, but I'm doing side projects, and some of them don't pay. But I like to help people, so what are you gonna do? Well, you end up homeless because you're helping everybody else. That wouldn't be the first time, right? It's to happen to somebody. But I said, or somebody said, I think I said, it's what any mama would do. It's what any mama would do. Um, okay, I can't read my own handwriting again, so here I'm gonna go cheat again. These are the ones that are near my desk. They're not, they're for the computer. You can see they're like those yellowy ones. Um, but I think it was part of a dream now that I read it for it. But I said it to somebody in a dream that they had a wound on their face and over here, and they had milk chocolate skin, beautiful woman, but besides the little scar here and then the kind of bigger wound here, like something went through. And I reached out and I touched her face and just touched it and said, "You're beautiful." She was in my dream, right? And when I took my hand away, the scar was less. But this one was worse. And I put my hand here and I said, yeah, go with this one. "I wish you healing and joy. And I hope this helps you feel better." And this was markedly looked better, like I was healing her in some way, but not completely. And she said, "Thank you." And my reply was, "It's what any mama would do." And I think I want to write that story because I think I want it to be, I want to talk about how what's happening now in the world, what happens in the world a lot, what happens, and I couldn't understand, like, how can you be a father and tell people to run planes into buildings? How can you have children and watch them grow and become who they are and how hard they work to become somebody wonderful and then run planes into buildings and kill other children? And we're all children. If you read my books, Children of Light, Children of Water, and Children Beyond, we're all children. And so even the adults that died, I'm like, how can you do that? And I think I don't understand that. How can you be a parent and hurt and not try to heal and make better and help somebody be the best that they can be? I don't understand that. If you've had children, or if you've even not had children and been around children and nurtured somebody, even animals, even if if you have any empathy or nurturing soul, everybody has a little bit of that and that, except for sociopaths. Um, how can you hurt somebody purposefully? I understand the ego and selfishness and stuff like that. And I understand accidentally hurting people. I do that. Um, but or offending people, that's usually me. But how can you purposely want to hurt somebody or purposely hurt somebody so you can get something? How, if you have any kind of love in your heart, true, like real love, how could you do it purposefully? And so I think I wanted to write this story. It's what any mama would do, as a balance to what's happening in the world and a question of, if you have love in your heart, why would you want to try to make things better instead of just better for you or worse? So that's Words 107. I talked longer than I said I was going to, and I didn't do it. I was going to do. So, ciao, Bellas.